Hola, me llamo Paula and I'm Spanish language expert at Busuu. Welcome to another one of our videos aimed at helping you master the Spanish language. In today's video, I'll be covering a grammar beast, the Spanish subjunctive. If you've ever struggled to get your head around the Spanish subjunctive, this is a video for you. The subjunctive is one of the trickiest grammar topics for English speakers to master, but not only in Spanish, in most other languages as well. But don't let that stop you. It's not as hard as you think. It just takes a bit longer to get used to it. And that's where I can help. In this video, I'll share the answers to the 3 most asked questions about the Spanish subjunctive. 1. What it actually is. 2. When to use it. 3. When not to use it. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with all the tips that will help you master the Spanish language. What is the Spanish subjunctive? In a nutshell, it's a way of using verbs to describe virtual information. In other words, our emotional perception, bias or attitude towards something rather than just stating a fact. So here's the really interesting bit. It's a mood, not a tense. Before you start thinking about moody verbs, let me explain you the difference between moods and tenses. To describe an action that has occurred, we use the verb tenses, and these are presente, pretérito imperfecto, and futuro, for example. But when we want to reflect on how we feel about an action, we use moods, and these are indicativo, subjuntivo, and imperativo. And now let's take a look at an example of the subjunctive mood in English. Phrases that appear at the start of a sentence, like if I were you or if I had known, they use the English subjunctive. So, why is this? It's because these phrases are used to express doubts or feeling about a particular action. So, are you starting to get a better feel for the Spanish subjunctive yet? If your answer is yes, felicidades. But if you're still tentative, don't worry. You have got the basic theory down. Let's move on to how to apply this in real-life situations. Here's the thing. The subjunctive has so many different uses in Spanish. But instead of boring you with a long list of rules to memorize, I'm going to give you everything you need so that you understand when and when not to use the Spanish subjunctive. Rule number 1. Do use the subjunctive when you are describing your attitude towards something factual or a fact relating to someone, as long as there are 2 verbs in the sentence and there is a que in between them. For example, ¿Quieres que prepare algo de comer? ¿Quieres que prepare algo de comer? Do you want me to prepare anything to eat? Carlos espera que salgamos pronto. Carlos espera que salgamos pronto. Carlos hopes that we are leaving early. Rule number 2. The person of the first verb is different to the person of the second verb. For example, ¿Quieres tú que prepare yo algo de comer? ¿Quieres tú que prepare yo algo de comer? Do you want me to make anything to eat? Rule number 3. The first of those 2 verbs expresses uncertainty, doubt, or a wish or any kind of emotion. For example, me extraña que no vengan a la fiesta. Me extraña que no vengan a la fiesta. I find it strange that they are not coming to the party. No soporto que Susana nunca recoja la mesa. No soporto que Susana nunca recoja la mesa. I can't stand the fact that Susana never clears the table. If a sentence ticks all these 3 boxes, then yes, you will definitely need to use the subjunctive. And just remember, the first of the 2 verbs will always be in the indicative, and the second verb will always be in the subjunctive. Simple, isn't it? Well, there are actually a few key exceptions to the rule. Ojalá is a common word in Spanish to express hope. It's always followed by the subjunctive, whether the verb is followed by a que or not. For example, ojalá no llueva mañana. Ojalá no llueva mañana. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. Ojalá que apruebes el examen. Ojalá que apruebes el examen. I hope that you pass the exam. When you express your best wishes to someone, either when it's their birthday or they're going on a trip or they're not feeling well, the que comes at the start of the sentence and the subjunctive comes straight afterwards. For example, que pases un buen finde. Que pases un buen finde. I hope that you have a good weekend. Que tengas buen viaje. Que tengas buen viaje. I hope that you have a good trip. Que te mejores. Que te mejores. I hope you get better. Okay, now let's move on to the don'ts. Rule number 1. Don't use the subjunctive when you are talking about the same person. If both verbs refer to the same person when you are describing an emotion, a feeling, making a wish, and you have two verbs, you don't need to use the subjunctive. In cases like this, you'll normally find that there is no need for a que. Instead, the second verb is in the infinitive form. For example, tengo ganas de verte. Tengo ganas de verte. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Espero ir a la fiesta del sábado. Espero ir a la fiesta del sábado. I hope I'll go to the party on Saturday. Me encanta aprender español. Me encanta aprender español. I love learning Spanish. Rule number 2. Don't use the subjunctive if there is no signal. There will always be some kind of signal that will trigger the subjunctive. It could take the form of another verb or an expression describing any kind of emotion, a change in person, good wishes expressed to someone else, or the word ojalá. Wherever the signal may be, it will always be there. So, before you start using the subjunctive, make sure the signal is there. For example, ojalá no llueva mañana. Ojalá no llueva mañana. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. Espero que vengas a verme pronto. Espero que vengas a verme pronto. I hope that you come to see me soon. Remember, when it comes to the subjunctive, it's the meaning, not the rules that count. Whenever you come across a situation where you are unsure of whether to use the subjunctive or not, don't panic. Just take a moment to think about what you want to say. And you can refer back to this video in the future if you are ever unsure. Just press the like button below and keep up to date with all of our Spanish language videos. Subscribe to Busuu's YouTube channel by clicking below. Watch this space for more helpful guides like this one.